Black. Well, it's been so long and lonely. Get back.
The Casuals, episode 2. I am Al Foran.
I am Joe McGucken.
Joe, how was your weekend?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Oh, I was watching the Ryder Cup. It was amazing.
Yeah, the Ryder Cup, that was fantastic, wasn't
Great
it?
distraction. The perfect distraction.
Oh, absolutely brilliant, eh? The perfect distraction. Poor El Rory had too many distractions, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. He had a lot of distractions. Not only on the... He's a Man United fan, so... He had many distractions.
What's that word, Man United? I never heard of it.
Oh, no.
No.
Well, let me tell you about it. Fucking... It was bleak times for Manchester United fans. But not surprising. I said it to you last week. You were so hopeful last week. You were like, well, look, we have Brentford coming up. And I'm like, how are you? Like, there's not one team in the Premier League that you'd be confident saying, Man United will get 3 points off them. No.
Yeah, I suppose, like, the, not so much, I wouldn't say arrogance, but the old, it's kind of dusting the cobwebs. The confidence is still there from the Fergie era. Like an inkling of it is still there in me being hopeful that United can get 3 points from teams like that. But those teams are hungrier. Not better on paper. They're not better on paper. That's the shocking thing. Like Brentford on paper are not a better team than Man United, but they just
probably
play.
are.
No, they just play. They play with fucking passion, resilience, hunger, intensity,
skill, capability,
psychological. Like, fair play to Keith Andrews, by the way.
I know. I was watching the interview before the match started with Keith Andrews and Shay Given, and I was like, "This is nice. This is nice."
Yeah,
to see.
it is.
Yeah.
It is, because I used to do stuff with Keith Andrews years ago before he decided to do his coaching badges. The Ireland games in the Aviva. Do you remember a thing called the Aviva Fan Studio?
Oh no.
So it used to be this little like box, but it was a studio they used at the far side of the West Stand in the Aviva.
Okay.
And you'd have the likes of Keith Andrews on. They had Phil Babb. Alan Cawley was one of the pundits on it. And like, we'd do like, halftime punditry at the Ireland games. It was a live stream. But Keith Andrews was involved in loads of them. And he was brilliant. He was a great character.
Yeah.
And at that time, I think his key focus was, he had just retired and his key focus was punditry. So he had spoken about, maybe I will look at getting me coaching badges. And he did. Obviously, he was involved in the Ireland setup. And now look at him with Brentford.
Beating Manchester United.
Beaten Manchester, outplayed Manchester United.
Yeah.
It's only his sixth game. I think it's only his sixth game in charge in general.
So he was under Thomas Frank, is that? Am I right in saying that?
I think so, yeah.
And then when Thomas Frank left, he just took the reins?
He took the reins. I think so. If we're wrong, apologies on that.
Yeah, they'll let us know in the comments anyway.
They will let us know in the comments, but I do think you are correct in that assessment.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he's there permanently now. If he got
he is. He's there.
Is he
on a permanent basis?
Right, okay, so it's not interim.
And you look at like the players they lost, in the summer, the likes of Wissa, and Mbumo, they've had to really, knuckle down and, do what they can, obviously, with the squad. They brought in the Jordan Henderson and Kelleher, and Jordan Henderson has actually been fantastic for Brentford, and he provides that.
Though, did
he? He did. He was the one that assisted your man. Can't forget the name of the striker who scored 2 goals against us.
Shade? No,
your man Shade. Yeah, Thiago.
Yeah.
So like, there's a bit of experience in there.
Yeah. Well, Kelleher's just amazing, isn't he? Like,
Kelleher is a fantastic goalkeeper.
So he said, what did he save? Like 3 goals in 2 seconds before it finally went in for Sesko. Jesus.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
I wonder how does that work in fantasy football? Sesko, does he get like 3 shots on target and a goal for that?
You're talking to somebody who hasn't done fantasy football in about 7 or 8 years.
Fuck off, Al.
do
You
it.
don't do fantasy football. How can you not do fantasy football? I feel you must do fantasy football.
No, Joe.
For fuck's
Joe, do
sake.
you know what? I think I did it years ago, and I, whatever, sorted my team out, bought all the players in and whatever, and I didn't touch it for months. And then I went back to look at it. I think it was February. I went back to look at it, and I was third. Without
Jesus.
changing anything.
I tell you what, going to go the other way, but I was bumping the table, not doing it ever again. You should fucking stay on it.
No, this was years ago now. This was another season. I
Okay.
should. Do you know what? I can't join now. It's too late
No, it's
now.
too late now, yeah. It's too late.
But I think next season I'll look at getting back into it.
You'll have to. We'll set up a casuals league,
I think so, yeah.
the casual league, and see
Yeah.
who comes out on top.
Let's talk about the performance on Saturday.
Okay.
What did you make? What did you make of it from
Hideous.
minute 1 to minute 90, whatever?
I just thought the whole thing was hideous. It's really bad to watch. Like, I want to turn her off. Do you know what? It's a little bit frustrating because they should have been a man down. Like, that should have been a red card
For
when,
Collins, yeah.
Yeah, he should have 100. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How is that not a red card?
Yeah.
And then he spent 4 minutes like looking at it on VAR. That's a clear chance on goal.
Did you feel sorry for Bruno? In that he had to wait that long, and then Keith Andrews, you cheeky rascal, you making those substitutions as well.
I know, and I knew that I'd get into Bruno's head. I was like, just don't let him take the fucking penalty now. Like, he's gonna. I fucking hate him. I hate Bruno Fernandes. I don't like him. If you walked in here now and say, I'll talk to you later, man. I'll talk to you later. Get out. Get the fuck out, Bruno.
You don't like him whatsoever. What?
No, I don't. I don't like him. If he left tomorrow, I wouldn't be sad.
Do you think that the team are just far too dependent on him, that everything revolves around him? In that
They're not even dependent on him because he's not good. They want to be dependent on him.
He is a really good player, but
I don't think even in the middle of the field, you have Cunha doing little tricks, like little flicks to get it out to the lads in the wing, because he's fucking fed up and he's just enjoying himself out there at this point. He's like, I'm just going to play for the crack.
On that, the little Rabona flick,
Yeah,
that was lovely. Dorgu completely let him down with his first touch on that. Dorgu, I think, is a very industrious player, works hard, gets in the right positions, but absolutely zero ability on the ball. No end product whatsoever.
no.
I don't think he has much going defensively either. I don't think there's much of a player there in Dorgu. But I appreciate his work ethic. I appreciate that he's constantly running about. But no, I don't think there's much there.
You're so diplomatic. I love how diplomatic and
I appreciate players
like,
that put in effort, and he does put in the effort. But like, no, there's no. He hasn't got an ounce of technical ability whatsoever.
No, and very few people on the team do. And maybe it's the setup.
I know they do.
Maybe it's the setup.
Do, Joe. They do. Some of them do. Some of them do.
I think they can't string three passes together without being pressed to fuck. The accuracy of the passes are terrible. The control when the balls do come to them is terrible. Everything about the foot, it's the most frustrating thing. Do you know what it's like?
Very tentative.
It's like playing FIFA for the first time and you don't know what the fucking buttons are doing. Like, I'm like, hey, where's the fucking shoot button? I don't know, forgot how to shoot the ball. That's what it's like watching Manchester United. Like, shoot the fuck up a pass it. Do the right thing. Oh,
I think it's definitely it's both a formation problem. The system is like it's done. It's been tried and tested far too many times. And I also think it's a psychological thing. I think some of these players some of them are cowards. They're cowards that don't put in the effort. They don't win any duels. You look at that game. You look at the intensity that Brentford brought to that game. They won every duel in the middle of the park. None of the United players did. They don't put in that kind of effort. There's no There's no guts about them. Do you know what I mean? They don't show it whatsoever in any game. The closest I seen a United team showing that kind of guts was Ten Hag's first season, where they were showing teams that they did have like the physical capabilities to defend games and defend leads, but they just fall apart. And I'm telling you something, it's players like Dallo, and I don't care. I'm gonna focus on him because how he has gotten, I know you're on about Bruno, but how he has gotten away with it for so long, to still be in that team, to still be a regular starter. By the way, he's a part of the leadership group. He's one of the players in that leadership group where he is like a leader. He is not a leader. He, like, psychologically, he's inferior to, he's just,
and
he's a
De Ligt
shocking
let me
fun.
down.
De Ligt did let me down as well. De Ligt had a shocking game.
Brutal.
But you look at that back three as well. Why is he taking Lenny Euro out? If you're dealing with like that Thiago fella and your man Shada, like, they provided a lot of pace for Brentford going forward. Why not have a player like Lenny Euro who has that bit of pace about him to deal with players like that? Why play De Ligt, Maguire and Shaw, who are not known for their pace? They don't have any pace in their locker whatsoever.
That back three, when you just say their names, I just cringe. And I'm like, imagine being a manager and saying, right, we're going to play three at the back, and those three people are going to be De Ligt, Maguire and Shaw, and we won't concede any goals. How are you going to how do you...
Oh, it's shocking.
Like, how do you rationalise that in your mind to say, this is okay, this is okay.
It's shocking.
This is okay. We're going to be okay, we're going to be fine.
Shaw in a back three is shit. He's terrible. He had a really good spell under Ten Hag, if you can remember, when Martinez was injured, and he played alongside Varane as a centre back. But that was when they played forward at the back.
Yeah. So we had the freedom to run forward, like.
He had a bit of freedom to run forward because he had that bit more. There was a bit more support in the middle of the park. But you have to remember, let's go back to Bruno. He's playing as a deep lying midfielder in essentially a midfield too. That's not working. He needs to play as a number 10. It's a very simple solution. And Amorim needs to stop being so fucking stubborn about it and play the 4-2-3-1 formation. Just play it. Adapt.
Who's you for? Maguire, De Ligt, Shaw, and then who? Or do you even...
Who's my formation?
Yeah.
Right. Play the new fella, Lamens. Play him in goalkeeper. I'm sure he's I'm sure he's definitely a bit better than fucking Boyinder. At left back, I know it's a controversial one, and I know a lot of people have been criticising him, but I'd still play Luke Shaw at left back.
Okay.
I just think Luke Shaw, when he's playing a full back in full flow, he plays well. Right back, Masraoui. I really like Masraoui.
I like Masraoui.
Yeah. And the two centre backs, when he's fit, Martinez is on the left side.
When is he fit? When was the last time you seen Martinez?
He's fit in a few weeks.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Martinez, and then I'd play either De Ligt or Euro alongside him. I'd actually play Euro.
Centre back, like?
Yeah, the two centre backs. That's my back four, and then the two holding midfielders. I'd look at playing. I'd actually test Casemiro and Mainu. I do not trust Ugarte. I do not trust him one bit.
Mainu was more forward,
more of a number 8.
Yeah,
but he can play in that box to box role if he's playing alongside Casemiro, and then obviously you play Bruno as the 10. And then on the left, Cunha, on the right, Mbeumo, and then Sesko up front. And I think that formation, which it was the primary formation for years.
Yeah.
Post Fergie, I think that's the formation to play.
See, I think you'd be struggling there with Casemiro and Mainu. I think that's
you could be struggling for pace. Yeah. Then you look at Mason Mount, who I think has played pretty well.
Yeah.
Do you play Mason Mount? here's the thing, and I know a lot of people were upset, like Bruno Fernandes shouldn't be playing as a deep in the deep line midfield role. But I think in a 4-2-3-1, if Bruno plays in that deeper role, he actually excels better as opposed to playing in the 3-4-3 formation, because you have a bit more support in the midfield. You know, I think if you were to play Bruno in that kind of role alongside maybe a Casemiro, and then maybe Mount as the number 10, I don't know, or Mount on the left, I think it would work.
Is Bruno supposed to be playing that deep, or is he just desperate and he's like, for fuck's sake,
They're accommodating Cunha, because Cunha plays as the number 10, so it's a bit of a conundrum for them.
I'm warming to Cunha. I think Cunha is going to be incredible.
I think he's a great player. I think he's bags of ability. That kind of player that, you know, grabs the game by the scruff of the neck. When the wheels are in motion with Cunha, I think he'll be that kind of player for us.
Did he look like what?
He was a bit selfish though.
What am I after doing? Well, that's why he was acting the bollocks in the middle of the field, even though it was a gorgeous little flick and everything.
It was, yeah.
I think he was fed up, and you could see it in his face. He's just like, "What the fuck is this team?
Yeah.
How am I after like? What am I after signing up to? It's that fucking Ege Amram. He has to fucking go." Well, Sunderland next?
The only way
international break, and he can get
here's the issue. Out. Here's the issue, Joe. And I was about to speak it before the camera started rolling and the mics were turned on. But you have to save the best bits for podcasts. Oh, yeah. If he is sacked now, he will receive £12 million compensation. If he is sacked in November, he will receive £4 million. And we know how Ineos have been with their cost-cutting measures. So, in a way, I think he is going to be, if things are going to go south, it's looking like it. But he may as well be an interim manager until November now. But
that's, how many games is that? That's like 6 games?
Yeah, about 6 games away.
Well, what's that? That's 18 points if we don't win at anything. Is that like we could?
Yeah.
Did I do a really bad maths there?
They'd be saving £8 million.
Yeah. Do you get more money for the higher you finish in the table in the league?
Oh yeah.
Well, then surely that would offset that. I think he's gone. He's gone after Sunderland. Sunderland are going to beat us, and then we go into an international break.
They beat Forest on the weekend. They beat Forest.
Are we comparing ourselves to Forest though? Like,
they finished ahead of us, didn't they?
Well, yeah.
As did many of these teams.
Well, yeah.
Many of these teams finished ahead of us.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's a chance. There's a slight chance he turns it around, but he has to do it through the demand of what, you know, the fans are looking for.
Even if he beats Sunderland, it's not good enough if it's like 1-0 or if it's against 10 men and he scrape by with 1 goal. Like, he needs to comprehensively demolish Sunderland.
100%.
To keep that fucking job.
Inexcusable as well, because there's no distraction of European football. He's got a week between games to set the wheels in motion with regards to his system. You know, he has so much time in his hands with this squad. What the fuck is going wrong?
He's treating the league like pre-season. It's not pre-season. It's time to win fucking matches.
Yeah.
This is the Premier League. This is the competition. Fuck you and fuck you trying out shit. Like, start winning matches.
The last
Put points
time
on the board.
The last time we had a season like this was with Van Gaal. Was it 2014, 2015? The season after.
Was that Van Gaal in 2014?
That was when Van Gaal joined, and we didn't have any European football, but we finished 4th that season. And you could see there were slight improvements, but like we went all out that season with regards to transfers as well. I'd never been so. Do you know the way you get buzzed with a transfer window? That was my favourite transfer window as a United fan.
Who came in?
Oh, we brought in fucking Di Maria, Falcao, Herrera. Who else? Di Maria, Falcao, Herrera. There was a few others as well. A few defenders. I think we brought in Rojo and all. like
You're not
flops, flops, Joe.
Like Di Maria.
Falcao.
Di Maria was. Oh man, I had such high hopes for Di Maria.
Do you remember that first game?
Yes,
Di Maria against QPR.
Man, I had really, really high hopes, and then he was just shy.
He was woeful. He was woeful, Di Maria, and he turned out to be proper unprofessional as well. Although, to be fair to him, his house was burgled as well, so that just like that just completely altered his mindset, and he was like, "No, I don't like Manchester whatsoever."
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know,
It must be hard coming from like, where did he come from? Was he Atletico Madrid or Real Madrid or something at the time?
Real.
Real.
Yeah.
Like imagine going from Real Madrid, one of my favourite places in the world, and coming over and Manchester.
Yeah, it's a tough.
You've been to Manchester.
It's a tough trip. Yeah, yes, I have.
Like it's pretty much just Dublin. It's worse than Dublin. Like imagine coming from the beautiful, glorious Real Madrid.
Yeah.
With such a squad as well.
But Cheshire is lovely, where all the mansions are. That's where they all are. They're all in the lovely part of Manchester.
But if you want to go
in
out
between Manchester and Liverpool, Dean's Gate's not too bad.
Yeah, the houses are nice, but like you're isolated out there, and if you want to go out like on the town, I suppose you can't, can you? If you're a footballer.
Not
It's a
really.
shit life, isn't it? I was only thinking the other day.
A footballer.
It is a bit. I think it's a bit of a shit life. Even on the
I think they're
summers.
bored.
Yeah, they must be.
There's a lot of boredom
Yeah.
that comes with their life, 100%.
And then I'm 35 now.
Yeah.
And I was only thinking the other day, like, if I had have been a professional footballer, I'd be retiring now. What would I do now
Yeah.
if my entire life was elite level athleticism and football? To just like, okay, I'm done now and I'm 35?
Yeah, but you wonder what, like you look at Sancho, like, you wonder why he's just given up completely in football. I don't know how. I didn't watch the Villa game. Did he start for Villa on the weekend? I'm not sure if he did.
I don't know.
But like, that fucker's earned 300. He was on 350 grand a week, and he was like, you know, he was offered the move to Chelsea. Oh, there'll be a reduction in your wages. You get 200 grand a week. No, I'm happy with what I'm getting. I'll stay where I am and fucking play Call of Duty and train with the youth team. And honestly, but that's the problem with football nowadays. The problem with players.
Yeah.
There's far too much money involved. And if some of them are smart, they can make pretty neat investments, and they're set for life as well.
Right, you don't even need to make an investment. Just leave it in your bank. Like Rashford is another perfect example of a man who's earning way too much money and he's too young and he realises, I'm a made man.
Oh, he's made.
I don't need to break my heart for these fucking people that don't actually care about me.
He's putting in the effort at Barca though, isn't he?
It's easy when you're at
He's very
Barca.
good on the weekend.
Was he? Did he score?
He assisted.
Did he?
He assisted 2 goals. Like he's
Like
playing
to see
very
that.
well.
I try to avoid that. It's like looking at your ex-girlfriend's Facebook page or something. You're like, I don't want to see that shit.
It's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't want to see.
They all do well. The only one who
happy.
Listen, I do. Rashford frustrated me greatly, but he does love United. There's a place in his heart for United, but I can understand a lot of fans' frustrations with Rashford with regards to his attitude and how he was kind of one of the toxic, one of the bomb squad. That was the name of the group of players.
Is it
The bomb squad?
squad?
Yeah, the likes of him, Sancho, Garnacho, Anthony.
Yeah.
But I think I do like to see him doing well. I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like to see him happy.
I like to see him happy. Sancho, on the other hand, no.
I hope he's struggling with his Spanish. I was really having a hard time with that. Like, I fucking don't know. We can't get it. Oh, sorry, Rashford. Go out there and score a few goals for us there.
No, he's playing well for Barcelona. The player who I just love seeing do well is McTominay. Player who gave his all for United and got far too much stick. Unfair amount of stick. Like, you know, him and Fred playing in that as the two holding midfielders in that formation. McFred. Everyone go, oh, McFred playing, we're doomed. Look at McTominay now. Won the Serie A.
Man.
I like McTominay because do you know what? He was industrious. He put in effort. He scored goals. And like, you know, when shit hit the fan in certain games, he came to the rescue. And he was so underappreciated. And when he went to Napoli last season, first season there, won the league, Serie A Player of the Year. Like, we were kicking it. I'd say United were kicking themselves, thinking we've brought in Ugarte to replace this guy.
But everyone was hyped about Ugarte. They're like, oh, PSG, great, lovely stuff.
Yeah,
and I was just like, what's he doing?
I had seen a couple of quote unquote Twitter tacticos, and when I initially seen it, I was like, oh, shut up, mate. You don't know what you're talking about. But then I actually realised halfway throughout the season, oh, fuck, they do have a point. They were like, in terms of profile, he was not the correct signing to make. Off the ball, he's this destroyer of a midfielder. But when he's on the ball, and we've seen what he's like on the ball, he's hesitant. He gives the ball away for, as you were talking about, wayward passes.
Yeah.
He was full of that against Brentford on Saturday. He hasn't got much pace about him, and he can't carry the ball when he's on the ball. He's like a statue, and you're seeing that with Ugarte. And there must be a reason
because there's no one there to pass the ball to. That's what I wonder. And I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I like to look at what's not happening, like not the person with the ball and what's going on off the pitch. I even like to look. There's like a wider cam where you can see the entire pitch and it's just blocked off instead, because the camera that you're looking at, you don't see what's going on off the ball. I feel like there's players hiding behind.
Oh, they're hiding.
They're hiding behind other players, and like they're not looking for a gap.
Cowards, man.
Yeah, they're not looking for a gap.
They're
not looking
cowards.
for space. Give me the ball, like for a 1-2
and they're not
pass.
pressing. They're not pressing whatsoever. Do you know who was the only player who made a good account of himself on Saturday? Was Šeško. He was the only player. His everything about him on Saturday. He tried his best. His off the ball, his little flicks. His hold up play, and obviously his goal. Like, I thought he played really well, and I think there's a bit of hope there, because I think we've a really good striker in our hands with Šeško. And there's a bit of pace about him as well.
Cunha, man, I like Cunha.
And Cunha as well. I just thought at times he was a bit selfish.
Yeah.
Like, he has all the ability in the world. If he just kind of taps into that unselfish side of him, of how he plays, you know, you've got one hell of a player there. Like, creatively, he's a wild card of a player. But back to Ugarte.
Go on.
Like, there must be a reason why Luis Enrique was just so quick to let you go.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Even the stats on, I don't know. Yeah, the stats on him weren't that great. I remember when we signed him, and there was videos and stuff going around, you know, when they make the highlight reels. Oh, look at this pass, look at that pass.
Do you know what all the highlight reels were of Ugarte? His work off the ball. All of his off the ball traits. That was what was highlighted. Yeah. I saw barely anything of him on the ball. His passing, none of that. Like, he's not a midfielder who has any kind of technical ability. McTominay has more technical ability than Ugarte.
Am I right in saying Ugarte wasn't at PSG for very long before he went to United?
Oh, a season.
Yeah. Literally one season.
There for a season.
Yeah. So I don't know why people were getting fucking excited about him.
That's the thing. There must have been a reason why Amorim was quick to let him go at Sporting, let him go to PSG, because he was coached by Amorim.
Was he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And then Luis Enrique was like, fine, 50 million, here you go. You know?
And then Amorim takes him back. He was a Ten Hag signing. Oh, okay. Jesus.
And we all know how bad the Ten Hag signings are. Oh,
Well, they weren't Ten Hags. They were the director of football at the time. Like, isn't it right that the managers don't have a say of who gets?
They have some kind of input. Like Anthony was his player at Ajax. Hoyland was in the same is part of the same agency as Ten Hag as well.
Hoyland's gone, isn't he?
Hoyland's at Napoli, yeah.
He's at Napoli.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
He scored week or two ago.
Okay.
But like the Italian league suits a player like Hoyland because you have so much space to drift into, and with his pace as well, like he'll flourish in a league like that. The problem with Hoyland was, like his hold up play, his first touch was appalling.
There was so much wrong.
But Šeško, I'm telling you, there's something about Šeško. He's a really good. He's got something about him. I was impressed with him. I was.
It's one of them things. Like, I'll wait and see. The same with Buemo. Like, he didn't impress me. I kind of was suspicious of him.
Might have been.
Like, why would you play against your old fucking team? Like?
Might have been the occasion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the occasion that got to him, and there was a lot of respect shown between Mbeumo and his former team and the fans. They were clapping for him.
I know.
You probably feel it's a bit of a weird situation to be in. I think Mbeumo's a really good player. I think the front three that we have, I think they're a competent front three, and once things start ticking with them, with whoever, whatever manager comes in, or if it is still Amorim and he changes his system, Joe.
Yeah.
If he changes his system and he adapts, that will be, it could be the makings of him. You can't, this bollocks. There was a brilliant quote from Jose Mourinho. I'm gonna find it. You keep the people entertained, because it was a great quote.
Okay. Alforan's going to look up a quote by Jose Mourinho.
I think for me to find this quote, Joe will keep you.
You have to say the quote in Jose Mourinho's accent, or else it's just not going to work. Jose Mourinho is playing his old team Chelsea in the Champions League tonight as well. Benfica versus Chelsea.
Yeah.
It's worth nothing.
This was the quote, and it's a brilliant quote, and it's indicative of the stubbornness of these modern day coaches. I read it as Jose Mourinho.
You have to.
He goes, "There are coaches who try things that don't work and fail, but they say, 'I died with my idea.' If you die with your idea, you are stupid." But that's
that's what's happening to Amorim.
Yeah.
He's dying with his idea. Yeah.
It's silly.
Falling on a sword.
He's fallen on his sword, and it's pure pride. Like, put set your pride aside and adapt. That's what all of the great coaches do. He's a young coach, and I have to say, I said it last week, he's a coach that says the right things. He pumps his chest out in press conferences and interviews, and he knows what to say.
It's a big psychological shift for the Manchester United players to change from Amorim's formation now, poxy formation, to something new, like to something standard. It's going to be it's a weird psychological shift.
Go back. Well, that team are familiar with playing in a 4-2-3-1, and I think Sunderland 3:00 on Saturday changed that formation, Amorim, because if he is passionate about this job, if he wants to be in this job, there was a quote from him in August that he wants to be at the club for 20 years. That was one of the quotes. If he is that passionate, then put the philosophy, the ideology of this system that you think is going to be successful when it's not. Put it to the side and try something different. It's what we all do. It's what we all do in life in general. If shit's not working out,
it's the definition of madness. The definition of madness is...
It is the definition of... It is.
Trying the same thing over and over and expecting a different result.
I do like how he comes across in press conferences. I do. I think there's a charisma about him.
You must be joking.
Oh no,
you must be joking. He's as dull as dishwater, man. He's not.
He's not. You can't say that.
Would walk to the Jacks.
You're telling me Ten Hag is more charismatic than Ruben Amorim?
I didn't know. I didn't say that. Do not put that word in my mouth. But Ruben Amorim is not charismatic.
No, I'm just talking from
he doesn't even look at the football match. He puts his head.
No, I'm talking about in the press conferences, like interviews. Yeah, he does. That whole fucking looking away shit needs to stop.
Yeah.
That needs to stop.
Yeah, I don't think there's any charisma about him. Look, I don't know what that halftime team talk looks like. I would love to be in the dressing room just to see what he's like. Because I can't even imagine him. If he gave out to me, I'd be like, shut up, you think, yeah.
Well, talking about the dressing room, Wayne Rooney, for the first time in a long time, really like candidly spoke out about United. And there's a quote here from Rooney.
Can you do Wayne Rooney?
Yeah. I'm trying to get the quote here, Joe. This is a bit of a feck off. But Rooney was very passionate in his quote about United. He says he doesn't have any faith in Amorim. He said the soul is gone from the club. The culture is gone. And he was very apprehensive in saying what he had to say, but he went ahead and said it. Because obviously 2 of his sons are in the academy. But he just said, like, seeing what's going on at the club, on a day-to-day basis, the soul has been ripped out of that club. People are losing their jobs. It's not what it once was.
Is Wayne Rooney a free agent?
I mean, I've thrown. I mean, I've tried management before, but
didn't go well.
No, didn't go too well. But I mean, if I played, it'd be great. But he even suggested, he said, put Roy Keane in that dressing room. Just have Roy Keane. I wouldn't have Roy Keane as the manager because that'd just be like, considering the way players are nowadays, they wouldn't be able to handle him.
HR nightmare.
But just put him in. Bring Roy Keane to Carrington.
Yeah.
Bring him to Carrington and just fucking put him in the dressing room and let him individually speak to those players about the importance of this club and how fucking important it was to him while he was captain. Bring Wayne Rooney in there. Put Wayne Rooney in there. Scholes. All of these ex-United legends who just understand the importance of the club. They understand the ethos of the club, the culture of the club. Like, drill it into these fuckers.
That's what they need to do. They need to take a week and just school them on the history of Manchester United and make them love the club. Because at the minute, that's not there. The gra for Man United is just absent.
He didn't name any players, but he's called out some players as well, like essentially as pretenders as well. And I'm guessing Dallow's definitely one of them.
Bruno.
Possibly. Bruno's not a captain. I will 100% agree with that. And I think that's the biggest downfall for Bruno at the moment, that he is the captain and he should not be the captain. I think if you're looking at someone captain material in that squad,
Martinez when he's back,
a Delict or as well.
There's no one, man.
I know we got a lot of stick, but Maguire, I maybe giving the captaincy back to Maguire could be the thing to do. I don't know, because he's a leader in there and he's the oldest player in the squad.
Was it a first goal or the second goal?
Bruno should not be the captain.
Did he tried to play your man offside by jumping forward? He was the last man back and he tried to play him offside by jumping forward, which was a stupid thing to do.
Silly thing.
Which led to the goal.
Yeah.
Is that
the problem
stupid?
with
Is that stupid? Yeah, that's a terrible thing to do, isn't it?
Awful thing to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Schoolboy.
Yeah.
Schoolboy stuff. Like those were the errors you were looking at on the weekend. It was proper schoolboy stuff, and persisting with playing by in there again, who I don't think he's that bad, but he is a backup goalkeeper at his very core. He is not you do not start by in there. You bring this lad Lamens in. He's come in, with a lot of praise behind them. There's a lot like, I think Thibaut Courtois, who's his fellow countryman, like, has praised him and said that, like, he's serious, like proper serious potential with this young kid. He's a keeper that can command his area supposedly too. Just play him. These are the things.
Is he fit? Is he in shape? Or what?
I think he's fit.
Why isn't he playing?
I've heard he's impressing in training as well. take risks. This is the thing as well. Take risks. Play the likes of mine. Play Kobe Mino. And I know, well, I don't know if Kobe will get into the team this Saturday because he was at fault for the third goal. You know?
I think the whole team, I mean, you 2-1. The thing about the third goal is I don't give a fuck about it because we were going to lose anyway. It was the last kick of the game. They were just pushing up the field and they left gaps all over the place. And it was just a gorgeous goal at the end of the day. Like,
it's a lovely goal, yeah.
Maybe by end there probably should have done better. You know, it was like kicking a blow-away ball. It was just wobbling straight into the goal. It was gorgeous. Lovely to watch. But like, if you're going to lose 2-1, you may as well lose 3-1 and go for the draw, like get that 2-2. So I don't really care about the 3-1 loss. The fact that you 2-1 fighting, scrapping Brentford to try get 2-2 at the 90 odd minute, it's embarrassing. I think you fucking jocked it down around your ankle.
The first half was an embarrassment as well.
Yeah.
To go 2-0 down in that manner, they were all over us. We did not get a sniff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just fucking like. And it's the intensity of these other teams as well. All they have to do is just notch it up a level against United, and you know, they cower away.
Yeah,
that's all you need to do against United. If you really give it to them physically, like, that's it. They're there for the taking.
Yeah,
and as you said, there's gaps there for teams to capitalise.
If you press them, if you go man to man, you're getting the ball off them.
Yeah.
Like, there's no one. You're not going to make a fool out of yourself and they're going to like turn you. You're getting the ball. Like, if you're going for any one of them players, you're getting the ball. And
I go back to, you know, it's the duels in the middle of the park as well. Every duel, Brentford were winning. You know, it's in a way as well, to take it away from Amorim, he's massively at fault, but it's also the players psychologically. They're just psychologically not up to it. You're saying
that we need to play Manu and take risks and everything. I think the problem is that we are taking risks with the formation. Like, your man is trying too hard to break the mould or do something crazy in the Premier League.
But play someone like Manu, play Euro. Why was Lenny Euro not playing?
I don't rate Euro. He came on. He came on and
stop.
Well, I don't know. Well,
stop.
I haven't seen anything too impressive for him.
The
like,
kid
what's he done?
Is quality. I'm telling you,
he came on. He got booked straight away.
He reads the game so well. He's like, there's a reason Madrid wanted him. Madrid were like, I don't know how we managed to pry him away from Madrid when we signed him. He is going to be a serious defender.
Not with Manchester United, he's not.
Well, he's impressed for United. He'll fuck off in a few years if things go south. But there's so much potential with that kid. His pace, the timing of his tackles. He just reads the game so well at such a young age. 19 years old. He's going to be a top defender.
Okay, maybe I misjudged him then.
I'll
wait to observe him a little bit more. He's only 19.
Yeah, he's a kid. Like, Jesus. He's a kid. And I like your man Heaven as well, who we signed off Arsenal. I thought he made a good account of himself last season.
Wait, in what matches did he play? Did he start matches?
He played against Arsenal last season. Started a good few games.
How did he do?
Very well.
Yeah.
We signed him from Arsenal.
So he played him against his old team?
I
like that.
Played well.
I like that.
But I also think as well, I tweeted the other day, one of the better periods for Amorim during his spell was when Martinez was fit and playing as the left-sided centre-back, because he's that kind of player that can build out from the back. He's on the ball. He's a pretty good player. You know, and I think he was connecting well with the midfield and with the wing backs. I think if you bring Martinez back into that side, there could be a difference. But
I fucking love Martinez.
I do love Martinez. I do. I think on the ball he's a great player as well.
You
know, but he's starting to become a bit injury prone. That's the problem.
Yeah,
and lengthy injuries as well.
And he's small, isn't he, for a centre back?
Yeah. But it suits him. It suits him to play. Funnily enough, I know we hate the formation, but he actually plays well in that 3-4-3 formation, Martinez, because he's got you have the luxury of two other centre backs you're playing alongside who provide that bit of height.
Yeah.
So you can get away with playing someone like Martinez. But I think as well, and he played in that position when he was at Ajax, you could play Martinez in the midfield. You could play him as a holding midfielder.
Yeah, you could. In like a Casemiro kind of position there.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think it'd be deadly there.
Yeah.
Kind of
Like
Roy Keane-esque.
you remember the Man City game we won 2-1 last year? Don't know. One of the many nice moments last
Is that
season.
the FA Cup?
No, that was in the Etihad in the league.
Oh right.
It was his ball he played into Ahmad for the winner.
Was it?
Yeah.
God bless your memory.
Yeah.
Speaking of the minnows beating the biggins, if you can even say that
they're not minnows. They're a side.
Brentford. Palace against Liverpool, yeah. Palace looked sexy. So good. That was fucking lovely to watch. That was really, really nice football.
They've sold Esse. Who else have they sold? They sold another really important player this season.
You were only saying on the podcast last week that the manager was fighting to hold one of the players. Was that Mateta?
Mark Gahey.
Oh, okay.
The centre back.
Right.
Glasner. What a manager. And he's playing the same formation as Ruben Amorim.
Is he?
And he's finding success with that team.
But the pressing, that's why. The fucking
it's
Liverpool
the pressing,
are being pressed out
it's the effort.
Shit.
It's how they're conducting themselves in the right manner. And that's, I think that, you can tell they'll fight tooth and nail for this manager. They absolutely love him. And you look at Gahey as well. I know that terms were agreed on transfer deadline day, and he had said nothing in the press. He wasn't unprofessional like Isak in refusing to train. He still trained with Palace. He was playing every game, and even after that, even when the deal fell through, because the manager threatened to walk, he called Simon Parish, the Palace owner, on deadline day. He says, if this goes through, I'm walking, because you're not giving me enough time to essentially replace our best centre back, and also replace. He was their captain as well, Mark Gahey. So fair play to him. Balls of steel.
That's class. I love that.
And he's a proper manager, Glasner, and that's a proper project there. He's won. He won 2 trophies with them. He won the FA Cup. Is there another trophy he won with them? I could be wrong.
How long is he there? 2 years?
2 years.
2 years.
His impact has been incredible on the club. And even at that, they sold Olise to Bayern, who, by the way, one of the best attacking midfielders on the planet at the minute, Michael Olise. Esse obviously has gone to Arsenal, and they're still churning out results. They're still performing week in, week out. They're just they're a well set up team. And Mateta I think is a great striker.
He's unbelievable. I don't get to watch Crystal Palace every week. You just see the highlights on Match of the Day or whatever. Yeah. But to just watch him play a full match, it's just, he's one of the best footballers I've ever seen. In the Premier League at least.
And it wasn't it wasn't a typical game. It wasn't, I know, what's his name, Nketiah scored the winner. It wasn't like a smash and grab game. Palace deserved that win.
Yeah.
And I know, last week I was talking about Liverpool. There'll be a sizable gap with them winning the Premier League this season. I still think once they find their groove, Liverpool will win the league. But that had been coming for weeks, I think.
That loss?
Yeah, they were snatching wins. They were snatching wins.
You did say that last week.
They were snatching wins late on, Liverpool, and I think even a lot of their fans felt that a game like that was coming, where a slight reality check. I
had a bet on over the weekend and they fucking let me down. Liverpool.
Yeah,
but I was happy. I was still happy. I was like fucking celebrating the win. It was great.
Yeah.
It's a win-win when you bet for Liverpool.
But I think as well, like, you look at Arsenal against Newcastle there on Sunday. It's a brilliant result for them.
They're going to win the league.
Yeah, you could have a point. For me, I'm just so used to seeing them just fuck it all up
Yeah.
and fall short.
Yeah.
Last season, I was confident of them winning the league. I thought they're going to win the league. I know they have Gyökeres in now. They have a proper striker. I just still think there's just something about Arsenal where they'll slip up.
I just think that they're marginally better than everyone else, and I think that'll just kind of shine through. Like, people will drop points here and there, and they'll just be a little bit more consistent. That's just,
in terms of squad depth, they have they might have a slightly better squad than Liverpool.
Yeah,
they have a really, really strong squad in all positions. You know, you look at who they have in attack. You know, they can take Eze out and put Trossard in there. They can, you know, take Saka out and put Martinelli in there. You know, and then their midfield options, they have Marino, they have your man Zubamendi, Rice, Odegaard, Norgard, is that his name? The fella they signed from Brentford. Like, they have so many options. And those two centre backs, I still think that's the one thing about Arsenal that I do give them a chance of winning the league every year. The one thing in my mind, the back of my mind, thinking that they could be the key in them winning the league is the two centre backs in Saliba and Gabriel. I think they are potentially the best centre back pairing since Ferdinand and Vidic.
Fuck off.
Yeah, just in terms of consistency. Yeah,
that's bold. It's a bold statement.
I do, but they haven't won a league. That's the problem, is they haven't won a league yet. I just think the two of them together, they're like, in terms of profile as well. If you look at Saliba, he's the Rolls Royce defender. He's ball at his feet. There's an elegance about him. Gabriel, there's a bit of Vidic to him. You know, he can get down and dirty at times. You know what
Tenacious,
I mean? Yeah. You know, there's a lot of similarities between those two centre back parents, and I think, you know, Arteta is very, very fortunate to have, you know, those two as a centre back pairing,
and everyone else in the squad.
And Timber, your man Timber is fantastic as well. The right back, he's quality. Like,
what happened to Spurs on the weekend? Giving Wolves that first point of the league.
Yeah, strange one. Spurs are just all over the place at times. They're far better than us. I rate Thomas Frank as a coach. I just think they're up and down. I mean, didn't they lose to Bournemouth as well at home this season? And Wolves are a team, typically, you know, they're a team you'd expect to.
They were at the bottom of the table with 0 points until
they're a team you'd expect to win 3-4-0 against.
Yeah.
You know,
bounce off them, you think?
Yeah,
bounce off them.
Literally bounce off them. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, like.
But no, I don't know what happened with Spurs. City obviously 5-1 against Burnley.
That's class, isn't it?
Yeah, they're slowly they're creeping up there. Nobody's noticing City. Nobody's noticing them whatsoever.
Who are they? They're playing the Champions League as well, aren't they? Today or tomorrow?
They are playing in the Champions League currently. Hang on a sec. We're getting the live score app up here.
Monaco. They're playing Monaco tomorrow. And they'll bounce off them. Monaco aren't doing too great.
Did you catch the El Clasico? Not the El Clasico, sorry. The Madrid Derby.
I didn't watch it. Did you watch it?
I watched just the highlights.
Oh, okay. How was it?
Well, I can tell you one thing.
Go for it.
Currently on form, the best player in the world right now is a guy who plays for Atletico Madrid, and he was in Erling Haaland's shadow for a season or two. and he is of supreme quality. Julian Alvarez. He was unbelievable against Madrid this weekend, and on form currently. He's the best player on the planet at the minute.
Really?
The free kick he scored against Madrid. They destroyed Madrid 5-2. Atletico.
Was it 5-2 to
5-2.
Atletico Madrid? Jesus Christ.
This lad Alvarez, everybody knew there was something about him, but it was the fact that him and Haaland were signed the same season. So he was back up to Haaland, but he was that good that he could have started the games and scored a similar amount of goals as Haaland. Like, he is quality. And at the minute, he's balling for Atletico.
Wow.
Him and Griezmann up front.
That's great. I like Atletico Madrid. They're my favourite Spanish team.
Yeah, I do. I like them as well. And you really want to see them succeed in Europe as well. You want to see them win the big one in Europe.
Yeah.
You know, they've built that stadium as well. That stadium, the Wanda Metropolitano, the new, it's a 65,000 seater stadium. Absolutely state of the art, beautiful.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let me get a little picture. Were you ever over in Madrid?
I've never been to Madrid.
You haven't seen the Bernabeu or anything like that? Oh man, you should get yourself over there.
Football heritage.
Yeah. The king owns Real Madrid. The king of Spain owns.
Yeah.
Let me see this stadium now.
Oh, it's a beautiful stadium. The Wanda Metropolitano. The Champions League final took place there in 2019.
Oh, it looks like a big anus.
Where
It's even lit up red. It's like a hemorrhoid.
It's a bit.
That's what it
It's
is.
similar to the Allianz, isn't it? Where Bayern play.
Oh, I thought you meant in the Aviva.
The
It's
Aviva.
like the Aviva. What is that? That's a shite stadium, man. What are you talking about?
Shut up, you cynic. It's
rubbish.
lovely. It's lovely.
It looks like a tyre. It looks like a tyre. A little fucking...
It's not a tire. It's lovely.
It looks like an upside down mushroom.
But I tell you, it's better than the proposed new Old Trafford.
Jesus Christ.
New Trafford.
Well, so that's like a bleeding circus tent.
Did you see last week? They've updated the plans. Well, you could say downgraded the plans. They've got rid of the canopy part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're getting rid of it. It's just going to be a big bowl.
Just a big waste of money, man. Just a big waste of money. Take
What
that
would
money.
you do?
I'd stick bleeding tarpaulin up. I'd just get a bit of duct tape and stick the gaps together.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
it's an Asian stadium.
No, I don't know.
Bad.
I'm no fucking. I do something different. I don't know. Is there projections? Is there photographs of what they're going for?
I did.
Old Trafford.
I'd seen something. Yeah, it's just very basic, but it's still going to be whatever 90 to 100,000 seater, and they're still gonna.
So they lost.
There's going to be a regeneration of the area as well, and
that was horrible, wasn't it? Like what
The
they had was
canopy-
like the canopy was like a
the stadium looked lovely.
mosquito net
The
over it.
stadium looked class. Do you know what I mean? Like, but the canopy thing was so fucking silly.
Yeah.
And I think they just deliberately put that in there so like it stands out and you can see it when you're fucking taking off from Manchester Airport or something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
And maybe it lights up, like if you're showing lights on it, then it will all just glow. Kind of
I
like
think what they were looking for was like a Wembley Arch kind of thing.
oh my god.
Because they are like they were dubbing it the Wembley of the North.
See, I love the look. Like Old Trafford is iconic looking to me. Just
It's
I
a
suppose.
traditional looking
Yeah.
stadium.
I think you should keep that a little bit, like, and stop making these glass bowls,
Yeah, I agree.
because that's what they're all.
I do
fucking
agree
going
with
for.
that. What do you think of Everton Stadium?
Okay, I'll have to look it up.
It's a space. Genuinely, it's a spaceship.
It takes off, does it?
Yeah, the alien in your t-shirt would walk out of it, and you wouldn't. Nobody would bat an eyelid.
Oh my god, that is crap. It's just like flat and there's just no car. That is literally a
Yeah.
spaceship. That's like something out of Guardians of the Galaxy.
In the inside of it, it's class looking though. It's very it's compact. Like it's kind of weirdly enough, it's like similar to Goodison Park in the inside of it, where like the atmosphere is very intimate.
Yeah.
Because I think it's only a 50,000 seater stadium. Whereas when you look at it from the outside, you think, oh, Jesus, 75,000, but it's not.
Who was the team?
The worst stadium is apparently the West Ham one. I've spoken to West Ham fans and they absolutely detest that stadium because obviously it was the Olympic Stadium and they just said like the atmosphere is so shit. You're so far away from the pitch. They've like, and to think like, you know, they had Upton Park and that was such a tough ground to go to.
Yeah.
You know, and it's indicative of West Ham's current form, isn't it? Like, you know, obviously there's no excuses. They've been in that stadium a long time. But like when things are going south and you're in a stadium like that, it just, you know, everything can go wrong, can't it?
So West Ham have a new manager,
Nuno Espirito Santo.
And how is he doing? How did they draw against
They drew
West
last
Ham?
night, yeah. They drew last night against Everton away, which was a very good result.
Oh, Everton, sorry.
Yeah.
That's a good result then for him.
Yeah.
It's
He's a
weird
good manager.
job to take. He could have been Man United
Yeah,
quality.
yeah.
If he held on, if he just fucking
I know a few United fans who were pushing for him.
yeah.
Here's the thing. Who do you what like? Because I suppose, you know, it's the inevitable with Amorim. But who do you want to replace him?
Honestly, I would take anybody. I'll take Gareth Southgate any day. I'll bite your
Would you?
hand off for Gareth Southgate.
Yeah, but a lot of people now. That's an unpopular one, Joe.
That I just said that.
Yeah,
I'm aware of. Like I know. But I would take him over Amorim.
because a lot of people think his tactics are very pragmatic, Southgate. But he's had success with England. He's had success that, you know, he's got them to semi-finals of the World Cup. He's got them to the finals of the Euros twice. I think his club record is in question when he was manager. And yeah, it's hard to remember that. Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
Middlesbrough.
Was he the women's England women's manager? Did he win the World Cup with the women?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Did he get them to the final or something like that? Was
no,
he ever the
I'm not
women's?
sure. I'm not sure who was the women's manager. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But he had great success with England. He seems to be very high on Jim Ratcliffe's radar as well. He seems to be.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, Jim Ratcliffe rates him.
Yeah. It's probably because he's affordable.
Possibly. He's affordable. I just a manager who can get a tune out of these players.
Which I would say is anybody. I would go in there and I'd do a better job than Amorim. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we were talking about, you know, we're playing four at the back. The mad thing is, and I know he has his coaching badges and we don't, but how someone who's, you know, trained to be a professional coach, how can he not see that coaches adapt? How can he not adapt? How can he not view the alternatives in his mind? I can't, like that Mourinho quote is so true. You know, dying with your idea, it's you just come across stupid, and it is, and it's like it's so prevalent in today's day and age when it comes to football with managers and sticking to these silly principles. Whereas back in the day, I know obviously we have to use him as an example, but Ferguson just adapted. Ferguson played a 4-4-2 in the league, and if we were playing in the Champions League, he played 4-3-3. Solskjaer even adapted. Solskjaer play at times.
Everyone fucking adapts. You have to adapt, and you have to play to the strength of your teams as well. Like you can't be like, okay, this is me formation, and then just like shoehorn players into positions that they're not played ideally. You have to say, right, this player plays well here, so we'll fucking figure out a way of having him in there. And even if it's a 4-4-2 or whatever the fuck formation it is, like if the players that you have, if the best players can play in their ideal spots, then that should dictate your formation. You don't come up with your formation first and then squeeze players into it.
Yeah.
That's what my persuasion would be anyway. But what do I know? I'm just a casual football supporter.
Oh yeah, as am I. Just going back to Bruno Fernandes and what I said earlier, I think he would play well in a deeper role, but it would have to be in a 4-2-3-1 formation with
On
four
a five-a-side.
defenders.
On a
Yeah.
five-a-side.
In a
It'd be good in a
five-a-side.
five-a-side.
Well, I mean, listen. I know you're not a fan of him. Are you not a fan of his attitude? Is that
Oh, I'm not a fan of his attitude, but also he just hasn't impressed me, like, in particular lately with his football. Can't score penalties, yet he keeps fucking taking them. Why the fuck does he keep taking them? Stop. Give it to Bremo.
Yeah, well, if his mind is, if his head's all over the place with regards to a penalty, he should give it to someone like Mbeumo.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think Cunha took penalties, although Cunha missed a penalty against Grimsby and
Sesko, give it to fucking Sesko.
Yeah, I think the problem is with Bruno is that they're all far too heavily reliant on him to be the main cog of the team. They're all dependent on him to be where he's like the epicenter of the system. Kind of like what Wayne Rooney was for years.
But Wayne Rooney was
Technically
good,
a better player than Bruno Fernandes. Yeah.
Far better. Far superior.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is, and I think the players are kind of, especially the new players coming in, like you see Cunha, you see Sesko, and I think they're thinking to themselves, why are they fucking focusing on him so much? Like, he's playing rubbish.
He's not rubbish.
I think they're stopping passing to him. Like, they're not even passing to him now because
he's not rubbish. They just need to stop looking to him to turn the game on its head.
Mm.
The other players need to fucking pull their weight as well. That's the only thing. I can't fault Bruno's effort. He puts in more effort than a lot of the other players. That's probably why sometimes it's his fucking downfall, and sometimes he's far too hesitant with his passing. You know, he gets too excited. He tries to, you know, play that threaded ball through far too much. He doesn't take his time on the ball. You know, but other players need to step up as well. You know. So he's the only player, in terms of output, he's the only player who's putting up the numbers. That's the thing, Joe. As much as you hate to admit it, he's the only player who's getting those decent numbers. Who else is getting the same numbers as him in the team?
What numbers now are you talking about?
Goals, assists. There's nobody else. It's not who last season got it. Well, Garnacho. He was the closest.
Yeah.
Garnacho and Hoyland were the two top scorers.
I don't think that shows how good he is. I think that shows how bad the rest of the squad is.
Possibly.
That's what would show up for me from those statistics. Because it's not good enough when if you're like, look, he's showing up, and then if that's what showing up is, and that's where we end up in the fucking table, then I don't know how good that is.
No.
Which is hard to say. It's like, you know what I mean? I love United, but like, I hate them as well.
Oh. Fucking ruined me weekend. Like, fucking start of the weekend. You're thinking, hopefully you get something out of this. Hopefully, you know, they can put a smile on you for the weekend and just.
You get emotionally invested. Do you really? Does it really ruin your weekend? Yeah.
No. Not as much anymore.
Because you expect it now.
Yeah. When you expect it, it isn't too bad, but it ruins a part of your weekend, you know. Because when United win, I can comfortably watch other football games.
Yeah.
I can comfortably watch other football games.
Yeah.
When they don't win, I'm watching football and it fucking annoys me.
Yeah. It's hard. It really is hard. I was genuinely flicking back and forth to the Ryder Cup just to kind of give myself a little bit of respite.
Fantastic, by the way.
Was great.
It really was great. McIlroy's resilience was just incredible.
The Americans did you see them throwing the drink at his wife and all?
Yeah.
Man, some strength out of
Awful behaviour, wasn't it?
Brutal, yeah. They don't know how to have to crack the Americans.
No, they don't.
It's like they see the Europeans, the Irish and the English having the crack when the Ryder Cup is in Europe. But then when it's in America, they try to replicate it.
Keegan Bradley's comments, you know, before the tournament started that certainly spurred them on. That was we're going to kick their asses and all.
Did he quit or did he resign after somebody resigned after making some crazy statements?
He may have. Well, no, he was their captain, but it was Luke Donald was the European captain.
Isn't it great that we have 2 Irish people? Is it 2 or is there more Irish people?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's Lowry
Rory and Lowry.
Yeah.
Sinking.
For such a small little nation.
It's
How
great.
we good at golf? Like, where the fuck did that
I know,
come
Harrington as well.
Yeah.
Harrington winning those 2 majors in 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some decent golfers, but you know, we have great golf courses.
We do. We have a lot of golf courses.
We've fantastic golf courses. I used to caddy in Old Portmarnock
Did you?
when I was a teenager, yeah.
Can you play golf?
No. Not a hope. I'd love to.
But you know what it takes to be a good golfer? If you're caddy.
Yeah.
Or does it just mean
I can
carrying
read
a bag?
I think I can read a green. I can judge the distance of a shot with, you know, whatever club they need. I used to be able to do that as a caddy, but I never played. I don't know why. I've played before, don't get me wrong. I've played a handful of times. I would like to get into it because I love watching it as well.
Yeah.
I love watching golf. The Masters is my favourite sporting event of the year to watch.
Is it?
Yeah, I absolutely love every minute of it. I just love the vibes of Augusta National. There's just something ethereal about it when you're watching it.
Very nice. Very nice.
It's like from that Thursday to Sunday. Nothing beats it.
Would you like to go?
Oh, I'd love to go.
Would you?
To Augusta. I would love to be a spectator at Augusta, yeah.
There's a lottery for tickets every year.
Is there?
Like, that's how you get tickets for the Masters. It's literally a lottery. I know you enter every year, but obviously I've never.
Well, I'm going to enter. We'll both enter.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. This year was magical, by the way, with Rory winning it. That was incredible.
That was insane.
And Tiger in 2019, like, you know.
Yeah. We forgive him, do we?
Oh, Tiger?
Yeah. We kill with him now.
I think we are, yeah.
Well, very into the golf world.
Yeah, I think. Well, Joe, final piece.
2-1
Saturday.
2-1 Sunderland.
I think it'll be 1-1. I think
I was hoping you'd be more positive about it.
Oh, I think Sunderland.
That's bleak.
I think if he plays the formation, if he plays the stupid system, 1-1. If he doesn't, and they're up for it, hopefully it's an emphatic win. But 3:00 Saturday. Don't ruin our fucking weekend again, please.
Please.
Yeah.
Pleasure, as always. This has been The Casuals, episode 2.
We shall see you next week, folks.
Slan.
Black. Well, it's been so long and lonely. Well, let her get back. Let her